What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby Emu, and this triple threat episode is going to go off script. We don't even need to tell people who the guest is.
What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here with the triple threat. Script is gone, and yeah, we're not going to introduce. Just go ahead.
Double intro. I like that.
It comes over.
I am UberHaxorNova, for those that don't know.
A lot of people never thought this day would be possible. Thanks to your outrageous support. Sorry we couldn't get the NWO. I know Nova's a second to the NWO. But
I took them all out.
Yeah, Nova was busy taking them down. Nova, before we get into everything, what is up with the Kenan Thompson thumbnails? I have to ask this.
The Kenan, yeah, it's funny that people were actually like tweeting to me saying like that because nobody even knows what he's up to nowadays. I think he's actually doing like a reboot of the '90s cartoons or something like that, and people are saying like that he's like famous because of my videos and not because of the shit that he did. I don't know. It was just like go on website My Face When, and they have like random faces on there like that kind of describes your expression. Like if you go on myfacewhen.com, there's just like a wall of faces that are just like any given expression. They'll have like somebody's face, like Tom Cruise or something like that. And his was on there. I was just one random one that I picked on there. There's a bunch of them that I got though, like that I use for random stuff, like random thumbnails. But his was just one that I did because it has like this troll face like about it. It's just it's just like laughing at people. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this one for all the people that kept fucking requesting that I do something in my video, and I just left that like that. And then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep using it like for all of them, and have just like one random item on there with him.
Because you've been having some pretty epic one, like the Twix thumbnail that you just put up today. That was fucking hilarious. It's just...
I've been waiting to do that for the longest. I've been waiting to like use, because everybody, it's a trend now that everybody's putting like play videos, like the play buttons in their thumbnail. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a pause button. And then I was sitting there, watching TV, and all of a sudden the Twix commercial comes on. It's like Twix pause or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find that picture when I go back upstairs.
Came back
upstairs and got it.
You could rip the cop commercial where the two cops are just sitting in the car.
Yeah, yeah, it's that same exact one. That's what made me go get that picture. I was just gonna use originally. I was just gonna use any like pause just to be an asshole and just be like, okay, I'm kind of I'm the guy making fun of the people that use the play buttons. Not really, but because I don't really see what the point of that is. The play button. I guess that it'll make you like think like. Click on this video and it'll play like right there.
Like you couldn't figure it.
That little box will play for you.
It's not like Facebook. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the point of that seems to be a new thing that people are doing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a pause button on mine. I was gonna do other ones too, like fast forward and shit.
Now with your thumbnail, the one that was the first video that you put the Kenan Thompson, was that on your wool one? Because I know that wool video took off.
No, that was on it was on Repeater. I did a 4th of July special where it was a Minecraft mod that adds in fireworks, and I was sitting there like, because I don't touch redstone in the game and I don't put together any like crazy magnificent buildings that people like do.
Understandable.
I just kind of I play Minecraft for like the adventure aspect rather than the building. And all these people were like, no, you got to use redstone and you can make it go automatically and stuff like that, so you don't have to push it over and over again. And there was like a ton of comments about it. So I was like, okay, they want me to use redstone, I'm going to use redstone. And I booted up the game with my same map that I had saved there. I'm like, here's your fucking redstone. And I just went on a tangent and like blew up all the redstone with TNT. And then that's when I used the thumbnail.
Now, the videos do you ever listen to the remixes that people do, like with your wool video and your repeater video?
That's like starting to like be the thing. Like when I post one of those, people are like, okay, now we wait for the.
I saw that one guy that remixed and made the song like a picture and remix like in an hour. I think I don't even know how long it was, but it was up the same.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's got 240,000 views right now. I checked it out.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I actually sent a DM to that guy, and I actually got the picture because he did make it himself on his DeviantArt, which is pretty cool.
Because I know some people were complaining, because in the comments it had said this was stealing it from somebody else, because the guy who originally did it clicked it so you could remix the video. and you can go in and take whatever you want. So the original video that I watched was a remixed one. It wasn't even the original.
Yeah,
so
when I asked him, he said that he wasn't, like, when he responded to me, the guy that did that remix, he said that he wasn't really, like, a douche about people using his stuff, and he didn't really care. So that's probably why there's, like, a bunch of videos that are remixing his remix, pretty much.
So is that, like, one of your favorite things now? Do you look forward to remixes coming on?
Well, if I do, like, one of the Rage videos, I do like to see that. Like, I like to see... for the most part, people use dubstep for like the remixes, but I honestly don't like dubstep myself.
Yeah.
Which I know is like a big thing. I don't even know where it came from, but like I see dubstep remixes and I see ones where people go into like there was one that somebody made of the gold sword one, the gold weapon one, and this guy actually it seemed like he went into like a fucking recording booth and he recorded lyrics along with it. Like he recorded lyrics with it and he was singing with it. And I was like, wow, really? Like, that's crazy to do something like that. Because it starts off like as a normal remix and then all of a sudden there's like a verse in there of the guy singing himself.
When you have a dedicated fan base, they can do some pretty amazing shit.
Yeah, that's something.
I mean,
still getting used to it.
Obviously, you have one of the biggest pulls on YouTube. Like, when a lot of people that have a lot of subs usually have a lot of inactive subs. Yeah. And a lot of your subs are active. They truly are.
That's something I'm trying to, you know, keep up with as well. I just mentioned that in one of my latest videos that, you know, even though going forward, if I might be jumping up like crazy, like subs per day or something like that, but I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't want anybody to feel like they're left in the dust subscriber-wise or anything like that. So I got like email open, you know, all these different ways pretty much to get a hold of me. So I try to keep it there.
So now, I mean, I guess we're kind of shifting away. I guess this is kind of like a two-parter here. But how is the emails going with like the Goob mail? How many emails have you realistically got of all the people that watch your stuff and comment? How many emails have you sifted through?
I've deleted, I don't know how many, well over like 3,500 since I've opened it, and I thought that would rid the spam, like, you know, but instead I'm getting like, will you marry my Indonesian bride and shit like that. Like, it really didn't help too much with the spam, but it does help that people, like, I don't know, I guess they don't want to send stuff as a comment or like maybe even a message, but they would really write like a big 3-paragraph essay as an email. And I mean, some people write up some really, you know, nice stuff, you know, about how like videos helping them with, you know, their daily life, problems that they have in their life, stuff like that. You know, I don't know if you guys get stuff like that, like stuff, like,
I know what you're talking about,
and stuff like that, and you know how it helps them. And, like, and they really go into depth with it, and I do read those. I just don't really. I mean, I don't want to put their story out there by like reading it on a video.
Yeah, I don't want to out them.
Yeah, I know Tony does a deep thoughts series that goes over really well. It gets like a couple thousand views a video, and he gets pretty deep. And I think now, what is your best? Like you said, when people send you that stuff, what's the thing that you look forward to most when you produce content? Like, is there a certain reaction that you love to see from people, like just enjoying your content? Do you love to see when people do remixes? What is the best thing that you enjoy from producing videos on the internet?
Just the positive feedback, pretty much. I mean, I the one thing, like, on the flip side of that, the thing that like would be more or less annoying, especially with like a subscriber base of my size, is the people that are sitting there trying to like play the game for me. Like, I don't know, you guys have more than like even smaller channels have gotten this shit, like where people will sit there and, you know, even a game like Deus Ex, where the developers have pretty much gone out of their way to make it so there's multiple pathways to complete objectives and stuff like that. People were sitting there like, no, you have to go this way. When in the video, like, I stacked up boxes to get around it. Like, I told you I don't have to go that way. Like, what the hell? You guys are trying to play the game for me. Just let me do me, and it'll be all good. I might, like, sit there for, like, 5 episodes stuck at a point, but
people still watch it.
I'll try to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
I'll try. I mean, but the thing is, like, you know, as I might get comments saying like, oh, you're dumb, you got to use redstone and stuff like that. Yet I'm getting messages on my Twitter asking me how in the world I'm tweeting with no internet. So even though it says mobile phone right underneath, so I mean, It goes
It
both
didn't
ways.
come up for me.
Yeah,
though.
it didn't come up as mobile.
It didn't come up as mobile phone.
Oh, really?
So that's why a lot of us were wondering what the hell was going on.
Oh, okay.
It didn't come up as mobile. It was pretty crazy.
Well, X that situation out of there, but there's been other ones.
Now, with your huge subscriber base, because I have to be honest with you, having a smaller channel, I keep my emails on for new messages, comments, and video messages. Do you have that completely off, so you don't get thousands of emails a day?
I have a different account for my, like, you mean YouTube?
Yeah, like, do you get those? Like,
yeah.
I look forward to that.
I have a different account. Like, my, I have a Gmail attached to my YouTube, so like everything goes over to my Gmail, and I never really check it. So that's where everything goes.
You get them though.
Yeah, I get them. I get them.
I put them right to my iPhone, and I sit there. I wake up to 30 messages, and I get all excited. I'm always checking my iPhone.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's the joy of having a smaller channel. I don't know how you would keep up with it.
I had my Twitter set up like that, and I was constantly getting like text messages from it until I turned it off like that. Because it was getting like it was ringing like nonstop.
So any big future plans? I know this video went completely off script where we were going, but any big future plans that you got coming up?
Not really. I'm just kind of
a rematch with TonyPizzaGuy, WWE 12.
Oh,
I think that's coming up.
Laying it out on me right now.
Well, I had to throw it out. I had to. I mean, you don't have to say.
See how the game is.
I understand if you're scared. I understand.
If the game is especially the online. The online is something that like you pretty much have to wait for. I know I heard that GameSpy's not doing it anymore, and I was like, oh, like it's in house by them, but that might not necessarily be a good thing.
It's
so,
Corey Ledesma lying again. We all know it.
Yeah, he might be on his usual shit.
It's gonna be interesting to see where it goes, but guys, that was Nova's on because of the power of you guys leaving comments, feedback, everything that's on the show. I guess we didn't even touch on copyright, and
for another
if you want to do it in another day, we'll touch on that. Nova, we truly appreciate it. Anything you want to say to our much smaller audience of people that love you?
I love them back.
All right, guys. Tony, anything you want to say, man?
I love them too.
You guys can send us an email at ourtruthconspiracy@gmail.com.
We really need to get an official email.
Seriously, that's your email, ourtruthconspiracy?
We have so many emails that we set up the first night we set up the show. We have it doesn't matter what the email is at gmail.com.
StephanieStits@gmail.com.
Stick it up your candy ass jabroni at gmail.com. We have so many different emails set up. Just to be the original point of the show was a troll, but it turned into something a little better. If you guys want to give us a call, leave us a voicemail, and maybe we'll play it in the new one. What did you think about Nova being on the show? 619-618-0268. Don't worry about the calls. A lot of people ask about it. Just go ahead and leave a voicemail, and we'll check it. Guys, thank you so much, Nova, for being on.
Yep.
And Tony,
thanks again.
As always, man. We will see you guys in the next episode, guys. It's in the